And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery driver, around town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the school bus drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards. Shout out to the garbage truck drivers. Shout out to, I don't know, I have a thing for drivers. Big up to the driver them. I have brethren that run the road driving. That's how they make their livings. Shout out to them. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person, regardless of your profession out there. Law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Vicky, big up yourself and thank you for being here this morning. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Made it through the week, right? It's the weekend, man. Another one, like DJ Khaled said, and another one, and another one. And we're here to see another one. Oh, man. All right, now. We got a lot to talk about this morning. So let me get started real early. We have our list of things to chat about. So we're going to chat. See? And big up some people this morning. Black Eagle in the building. Big up yourself this morning. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Asaren Odetta. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Let me see. BM is right there. Great goodies. Great goodies. Big up yourself. Lady J, thank you for being there. Onika St. John, thank you for being here. Wayne Nathan. Audrey Wright says, morning, fam and present teacher. You know, as I'm talking to you, right, I feel like I'm still not used to these things. Like, I'm still not used to the whole getting my teeth done. So it feel like I'm waiting for the teeth to just fly out of my mouth and like hit the camera or, or hit the screen. And I swear to you, if it does, I would just close down the whole computer like right away because somebody in here will be dying laughing since SouFLoTV teeth them fly out and hit the camera while he was on live talking. But the thing is, it's my teeth. So it's not like it could fly out and hit the camera, but it just feels like it because I don't know, extra material added to it or something. And it don't feel like, I don't know, I feel like it both fly out of my mouth. But anyway, bear with me. I probably need like another week or so. They said 30 days or so, then you start, you forget that it's there. But before that, you're going to feel like something in your mouth. And which is exactly how I feel, like something in my mouth. Anyways, let's continue the big up. BM, great goodies, Lady J, Onika St. John. Wayne Nathan is in the building. Audrey Wright, thank you for being here. Angel D is with us this morning. Shay, big up yourself. Senior Sexy is in the building. Black Eagle Daya. Sharon Spence is here. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you so much for being here. King Biggs is in the building. Karen Notice is here. Vicky Victory is in the building with us. Roxy 21. Yvonne Wallace is here this morning. Angel D is here. King Biggs, big up yourself. Stacey Ann Williams. Little Red Gucci 2, thank you for being here this morning. Life Through Erica TV is in the building this morning. Big up yourself, Erica, or Life Through Erica TV. Debbie Jervis is in the building with us this morning. Nature's Motivation is here as well. Oh, man. Friday morning. Listen. Let me start off like this, right? Because I know somebody else feel it too. Yesterday, I'm out on the road and I forgot that the race was going to be ran between Elaine Thompson Herah and you see my flag, right? I'm torn. I'm torn. I celebrate when either side wins because that's just a perfect mix of me right there. But you know, I told y'all this a long time ago. I said Elaine Thompson Herah is my favorite. Is my favorite athlete as far as the women go. It's Elaine Thompson Herah, and I also felt like Elaine was Jamaica's last stance. You know, I felt like she was our last stance to say, well, we still have one sprint queen left. Sha'Carri hasn't beaten everybody, but damn it, man. I'm on the road driving yesterday and I got the phone call. I got the little message. Sha'Carri won convincingly, King Biggs. Brother, she more than win convincingly. Did you see when I actually watched back the race when she beat Sherika? She crossed the finish line and slowed down at the finish line like this was easy. And I got way more. And not only that, she had a big old smile on her face when she came across. She was like, coming across the finish line. It wasn't a muscle up thing for her. Like she trying to give it her all because she gotta win this race and it's pressure because Sherika is right there and I gotta bow out before you. Nope. You're right. She convincingly came across that finish line with a big old smile on her face. I was like, damn, here's somebody. I want them to feed Sha'Carri. They call her Sha'Carri. I don't know why them. Jamaican people stay already. Everybody get a nickname. I hope she don't take it bad, because once you start getting a nickname, it's like you're starting to become endearing, and you have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself, and I think she has proven herself. Before she was talking a lot with no action. Now she's not talking so much and a beer action. she switched up the whole role on us. I think this year will be remembered as the year that Sha'Carri took over. But here, it's bigger than that, though. It's deeper than that. Y'all got to listen to this. Hear what's going on. So Jamaica has dominated the sprints, both male and females, for quite some. Let me put on my glasses because the light here is too close to me. Check it out. Jamaica has dominated the sprints for quite some time now, see? And we lost it on the side of the men after Usain Bolt went out, and then all the others who used to run, Asafa Powell retired, some other people retired as well, and Johan Blake is there, but he's not in the forefront anymore. Oh man. So it was the women for us, and we were holding it down. 1, 2, 3. Gold, silver, bronze. Y'all remember the Olympics recently, man? Gold, silver, bronze. First, second, third. That was just our Jamaica just sweep everything. We used to say, yo, Jamaica, they need to just change our this right here. Change this, the coat of arms, something. Just change that to a broom, because we sweep. That's all we do. We just come through and just sweep. And then came Sha'Carri on her best foot. She has now beaten Elaine Thompson Herah. She has beaten all 3 of our sprint queens. She did it convincingly, and not only that, she beat 2 of them in one race. It's like you and your cousin went to go fight somebody, when you were little in school trying to fight people. Me and all my cousins, we gang upon this one, which we found out was our cousin too later, but we didn't know. We gang upon this one dude, right? And it's like 5 of us trying to fight him. And we say, I gotta jump him. That man started thumping everybody in their eye and in their mouth. And I guess we weren't used to getting thumped like that. So it was like, bow, thumping at your eye, run gone that way. Boom, thump the next one, run gone that way. We were all getting beat up. For her to beat them up like that, or beat us up like this, you can't do anything else but respect it. She beat Shelly and Fraser Price. And Shelly ain't nothing easy to know. Beat. She beat Shelly and Fraser Price, the dominant, reigning Shelly and Fraser Price, and Sharka Jackson, the young gunner, in one race, in the same race. And she has beaten Sharka before. Of course, Sharka came back and won the 200 later, but I'm saying the 100-meter there is like the standard. You feel me? That's the standard for speed. Nobody judges you on the 200, 800, nothing else for speed. Fastest woman in the world, sprint title. It has to come down to the 100-meter sprint. Sha'Carri Richardson has dominated. 2023 is definitely her year. So where does this leave Jamaica now? I know a lot of people are saying she didn't beat a she didn't beat a healthy Shelly-Ann. She didn't beat a healthy Elaine. If Elaine was top up at her 100, and if Shelly-Ann was, listen, that ain't how it go. Track and field is go hard or go home. Do not come out on the track if you're not 100. We don't want to hear it from you after you run. Oh, I was injured and I was running with the injury. That's like cheating. A win is a win. When you present yourself on that track, nobody cares about your excuses after. If you knew you weren't 100, you shouldn't have stepped on the track. Yeah, you can say it. Yeah, I had to go represent for my nation. Still, even though I was feeling this cramp in the back of my thigh and my calf ain't too good because I've been nursing this injury. We'll take that as we respect you because you went out there for us. But it's no excuse as to why you didn't win. That's just the nature of track and field. Nobody want to hear it, right? You come out 100 or you don't come out at all. Tell your coaches, Coach, I can't go. I can't do it. My leg hurt. I'm not going to run my best. Don't bother come lose and then talk about, oh, my leg was hurting. That's like you lose a fight and you like, I was sick that day and my belly was hurting and I had diarrhea. And when you was about to punch me in my mouth, I just couldn't feel it because my butt was going blue right state. Nobody want to hear that. You got punched in your mouth. You lost the fight, right? Right. So we lost the fight, man. And we lost it triple. We lost the triple. So shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. She really came back and did her thing. We told her to shut up and prove something. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you ask for. Yo, who that gal, man? I remember, that funny comment from yesterday. Where did my feed Sha'Carri? I was laughing when I saw it. When did my feed Sha'Carri? A next person said SouFLo. I think her parents are Jamaican. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. What going?
No, want your WhatsApp?
Want to me WhatsApp?
I was calling anytime I couldn't get you.
No, sorry, never ring or nothing. And this, yeah, me I look for your next phone and the same phone with on right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just a call straight through on your regular?
Yeah, because it wasn't just a calling.
Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, something happened yesterday with it. Yeah, it looked like I removed it from the phone by accident. Cause me that clean out the phone because the phone said storage space full. And so I'm not a techie. I must have erased my whole WhatsApp, so I have to put it back today. Lord gosh. All right, sir. I feel like my granny with a smartphone. Oh God. So I go and talk to you now.
I'm sure it's just said it and it was like, all right.
We can't hear you, man. We can't hear you, y'all whisper.
You can hear me?
We can't hear you, but it's like y'all whisper or mumble or something. And we know you can talk up.
Okay. So I watched it yesterday and I was waiting just for because I had to go through the long job and everything. When we get to the race now, my name start. When it start, it didn't got a good start and everybody was kind of even. Sha'Carri was kind of even out, but after like 30 meters, Sha'Carri that gone. I'm just see her own gone, and I'm just say, okay, race finish. We can go now. We can't bother with this.
When you watch the race, you see Elaine pull up, or it looked like she did pull up like, when somebody have an injury and they're like, oh, okay, to hurt too much now, pull up. She did any of that, or she just run and
No. She run right to the line.
She run right, and the girl just run left her.
Yeah, because Sha'Carri. The reason thing about Sha'Carri, she can run slow and fast, and you won't see her form change. It's the same way Elaine run. You're not gonna know. It's not like Sharika and Shelly based on how they have the form. You can say, okay, it's gonna be a slow time. No,
I can't say the change in the form.
Right, the form is always the same. Right. The time is gonna be different no matter what. The form is gonna remain the same no matter what the time is. So Sha'Carri had the same running style. She easy relaxed through the line, 10-8. And Elaine were the same. She won 11 seconds flat. She came third. I don't know if you know her girl name, Natasha Morrison. She and Elaine basically tied, but she get second and Elaine got third. And Elaine said after the race that she felt good. She's trying to come back.
Elaine said after the race she felt good?
That she didn't feel any pain or anything. She was okay.
May I take your report from it because just like Audrey writes, my Bexa tell me no have nothing to say. I have a lot to say, but my Bexa tell me not even watch it.
But don't Bex.
My Bexa no, it's a genuine talk. Me a talk. It's like I'm happy for it, and I know how track and field go. Me used to run track, so I know how track and field go. But me just feel away. Like honestly speaking, me feel vexed because I did my run at that. And I was pumped up. I pumped myself up and said, watch when Elaine reach. I was telling the audience that a few days ago. I said, yeah, Sha'Carri beat 2 people already.
Say it, but you shouldn't say it because the thing about it is Elaine has been injured from last year.
Right.
And she always said to herself, like she drinks herself. When Olympic year comes, she's the best. When on Olympic year, she's the worst. So it's like something happened, she don't know what it is. But Frano, her old coach that she left was saying when they interviewed him, I don't know if you watched the interview.
No.
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it neither.
Okay.
May I process it slowly. I process things slowly.
What he was saying is that Elaine is very, very easy to injure. More than anybody know them whole life.
Coach said that?
Coach
Francis said that?
Yes, he said that she's extremely easy to get injured.
Wow.
Very, very easy. And he said that if you're not careful with her, she even a little bit too much work, that's it. She can't run no more race with several months, that's it.
Wow.
There are times when he practiced with her and it's like he had to really take his time because when she just came here, when she was slow, when she was going to UTech, she had to get to know how her body worked, how her body functioned.
Right.
Because after I realized that she gets an injury, he has to change his program, just switch up things and kind of adjust. And after I switch up and kind of realize that, okay, this is the new plan. You work out X amount of hours, you don't go too much. When you realize that how the program is program her, then things start to work out better for her. She started to have a better season. But even she said, when it's not Olympic year, she still has a lot of injuries. I don't know what caused it. She don't know what caused it, but he just said that you have to be careful with her. The thing about it is when she left him and got to her husband, I don't think her husband realized, or anybody in her team, apart from Frano, which is our old coach, really knew how to manage her with all those problems. He didn't know how to really do it. So when she left him, and after 2021, when she left him and went into last year, when she get injured, they just freak out. They didn't know what to do. She just had to run with it. There was no professionalism in her camp that knew exactly
how to handle that situation.
Did. Wow. Right.
You on it because I was talking about that too. I said, I think the coach, now you are backing up what I was thinking because I said, I think that coaching staff, they have so much experience and they have experts on the team who know how to handle certain injuries. But it's funny that you're saying that now because coaching does make a difference if you think about it that way. Because I was the one who was saying before, I don't think coaching makes a difference after a certain... I have to eat that back. I don't think coaching makes a difference after a certain point because say, for instance, you're my coach, right? You've been my coach for 5 years. After 5 years, there's only so many more. You can't teach me anything new. We've been just doing repetitive drilling. And by doing all that, I think I've absorbed enough now to be able to go out on my own. But now thinking about it, not really. Because
sometimes, it depends on how long you've been with him. Remember, Elaine was only with him since 2015?
Right.
Until 6 years. And he was with him 5, almost a decade. So it depends. And remember, he's been coaching. There was a period in Jamaican history when his camp was the only camp in the country. So every single athlete will come up in Jamaica came through him. So he has the most experience than any coach, I would say, almost in the world. He knew he's seen every case. There's no case he never seen before.
Right.
And it's just the fact that Elaine was one of the rarest ones he's seen and nobody else really understood. So recently, she changed her coach from her husband. She's still working with her husband, but she changed him from her main coach and she got an old coach who so happened to used to work with Frano.
Right.
So she got a lady who named Ozzy, what's her name? Osborne?
Who she's supposed to be working with temporarily, right? That was recently that they did that too.
Right. She recently got her. So I'm hoping she stays with her because it looks like it's going okay. She said everything is going well.
So far.
In the relay, Remember, Elaine took part in the championship too in the qualifying heats for
in the qualifying, but did not run in the finals.
Exactly. But there are. I'll tell you about that too. When she went to the heats, her time that they're saying was almost as fast as Shelly's time.
Right.
In terms of her split.
Right.
When she was supposed to go to the final, no, she warmed up. Everybody warmed up with him. She was warming up. Somebody had said and given to Nationwide that Elaine Thompson that she would not run at all if it wasn't the backstretch, which was the second.
Right, we got that one and we talked about it the other morning. So,
but nothing go so.
Nothing go so.
Nothing go so. Her team came out and said no. We let them know we were willing to run any leg that they want us to run. We're there. We warm up because we're ready for anything. She knew what the team was going to be, you know.
So what happened?
She told them that she was ready to run any leg.
Right.
Somebody made her lie and said that, oh, it's only backstretch. She was prepared to do anything. And even in training, when you watch the training videos, she was ahead of Shelly and anybody else.
Right. But why them take her out? Why they take her out?
Because they kept on saying, oh, she's injured. And her team was like, no, she's ready. And she's not, she's okay, she's ready. Her time again in heats was as fast as Shelly's time. So she's obviously ready. But they still insisted on injuries. And the main coach now, everybody, of course, the head coach for Jamaica was like, okay, no, not put her in there. Even though she's doing well, they didn't put her in there.
Not putting her in there.
So what now?
That sucks.
Shelly injured. No, Shelly, they might take up Shelly off the stretcher.
Right.
So it's like, if they had put her there, maybe we would have done better, or at least not have an injured athletes in terms of losing Shelly now. God knows when she'll recover for next season. But she was prepared. They lied that she was ready to run any leg they wanted her. I guess they don't like her for some reason. But she said she was okay. I actually don't know why they said that.
So it didn't have to do with it. So then put out false news then, because it didn't have to do with her team. So who put out the news they do? That I thought she was being a bit of a diva, and I was actually backing her up. I was like, she has earned the right to be a diva. If it said which leg she want to run, and why wouldn't you put her in there? But now you're saying it's not true.
No, she said she was okay with anything. But
that sucks.
I don't know. They just lie about it. That coach, the head coach for Jamaica, he's really a troublemaker.
Mr. People say, I wonder if him take payments because, I don't know. I wonder if him take payment to make other people win. I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything because you know how them stay already. Next thing, lawsuit fly after me for defamation of character and false accusations. I'm just saying people are asking, like, why would you switch out healthy Elaine Thompson Herah in that? Really? I
just think it's the love for Shelly. I just think people just think it's Shelly, so like, why not? Because Elaine's been there for over a year now. So just thinking, oh, it's Shelly, so Shelly can do it. But Shelly was injured too. I don't think they processed that fact that Shelly could manage. Shelly, when you run 2 races whole season, she can't manage that. What she ever do? Her knees. She can't even start properly.
Yeah.
So, but Sha'Carri is winning though.
Sha'Carri time. The sun, moon, and stars have aligned for Sha'Carri, it seems like. And I think I just fear time. May have something else to say though, but I have to be careful how I word it too. I'm not gonna get there. Once you hang up the phone, I'm gonna get into it.
She has like 10 years. She's 23.
Right.
Elaine is 31. Shelly is 37. She has 10 years. So strap in, buckle up. Everybody put on a hat.
Because she's going to get faster.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That part there. All right. Thank you, here, and thanks for the clarification too. All right. So anybody who's trying to call in, he just said that my WhatsApp is off. So I was handling the phone like my granny yesterday. Like one time I didn't give Miss Ruby one smartphone, and she couldn't handle the smartphone. Apparently, that's what I did with my phone and erased the whole the whole something that we were calling upon WhatsApp. So I'm gonna have to reinstall the WhatsApp on that phone, but you can still call in straight through the number if you want to. All right. So for the people trying to call in, the WhatsApp now work. Call in straight through the number. Listen, let's shoot the elephant in the room real quick, right? I thought about how to say this, so I'm gonna say it like this. Do y'all think? Pass the phone. You see me a good boy. Oh, she said pass the phone, and me just pass the phone. I don't have anything to hide. I just pass the phone. I just pass the phone. Yeah. Watch me mash up some people marriage this morning. Go to your man right now, ladies, and say pass the phone. Go to your wife right now or your girlfriend, Mr. Man, and say pass the phone. Tell her pass the phone with the code. Tell her unlock the phone and give me the phone. Tell her no, me I stop. Me I stop, cause me sure. Me sure. All if you're not do nothing. Lord God, especially when you have a Caribbean woman, all if you're not do nothing, you was doing something. Who this? No, she said hi. She said with 2 eyes. Yeah. What you and she have? Who this? Oh, you hit like panda on your picture? Oh, okay. Hi, mommy. While mommy I fix the phone for me, come say hi to the people this morning. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Say I have fun yesterday.
I have fun yesterday.
Did you have fun yesterday though?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
I was worked out.
Yeah, yesterday was fun, man. We get a thunderstorm yesterday. I just share a little bit of my life with you. We get a thunderstorm yesterday. Lightning are flashing up. Thunder roll. The thunder them a clap like God. A clap in hand them. Bow, bow. And guess what? I know it don't sound safe, but we went out in it, in the rain. And you know, me think about it for a minute, you know, I said to myself, say, boy, if I'm dead right now, a lightning lick me down because of carelessness. Who I gotta take care of my family, see? So then the next minute I was like, live once, because I felt so alive with the cold rain hitting me. And I said, look how foreign we up here. Because we're there, Jamaica rain and fall, you just walk one about your business in the rain, you know. I know you're not fine as it drizzle a little bit outside. Ooh, bad weather. I'm staying inside, you know? So I was out in the rain yesterday. She out in the rain yesterday. And we're jumping at the pool. But we have something around the pool that has the lightning rods, deflectors with it. So if you're inside there, you're safe. But to hold them the lightning, they did a clap. Me still did afraid. Sha'Carri mad somebody. She never afraid. She a run around in the lightning a flash. Me I tell her about 10 times, you know, I'm inside. I'm like, you trust the lightning something? Them people that say it work, but you trust it? Me not trust it. But after a while, I ran out there. So I asked if she had fun yesterday, you know? So we had some fun yesterday. Mm-hmm. All right, so you're going to go mommy for me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go mommy for me and I'll see you later, okay?
Okay.
Daddy soon finish. We're going on the road. That love road, you know? She love being on the road. As soon as me take up my bag, she's like, Daddy, put on my shoes. Let's go. That's my little road doggy. She's ready for road anytime. Anyhow, back to this. I don't know how she'll deal with that. So, let's shoot the elephant in the room, right? Do you think, this is how I have to phrase it, do you think that Sha'Carri Richardson is on enhancements? Do you think that Sha'Carri is on enhancements? I'm just asking your opinion if you think that she's on enhancements. Here's my thing is this, right? When she first qualified to go to the Olympics, then she smoked a little bit of ganja and then they didn't send her. That time that she ran back then, I thought to myself, that's an amazing time. Remember, I know she made the Olympic team, you know? She qualified. Only because she bought some herbs why she didn't get to go, right? So I thought to myself back then, but how come she can't run that time there again? How come? Because usually an athlete could repeat that time, right? Even if you don't repeat it consistently, you could repeat that time at least once per week out your training session. So that was off to me. And then she didn't do it for a long time. Even though she was training and running and competing and I come dead last and all them something there at full speed. We watched Sha'Carri bust her run at full speed, You fix it, babe? All right. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, man. You sit. So, wife, you fix it live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, my boss.
Morning, King. Go on.
I'm not there. I'm going to check in from when, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, me out in the street and I can go out here this morning. I'm listening and I'm calling.
Where I say?
I want to know, say,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing where I think this is what me have to say about that. She can't get no glory from me until me here saying do some drugs test.
And then come back clean.
Back good. Until then, me not trust he pray.
John, no.
Me be real, and a whole heap of people are thinking. Me hear you said earlier on, some of us are come sleep here. Me not trust he pray.
Me ask it. Me ask it.
Ganja, you know, one night time, you know, which nothing is wrong.
Right.
So who knows where else him take?
Me ask it. Cause me not me that a lot of people are said and the way how she build up the speed fast, you see what I say? And she look different. She look different.
You know what I ask? Did you hear anything about them checking her if you know farmer drugs? Because as far as we know, I hear we are what track and field.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody when they do bad last year and come back and do too good this year, they
too good
them up and check them out.
Right.
She had do a little bit too good.
Right. I mean, come on now. You beat Jamaica 3 sprint queen, you know, in a one little season, you know.
My problem is how I know me not hear says she gonna get no drugs test. How they went drugs testing last year we find out say we when in a drugs testing again because I don't know so this is somebody have issue in the past with drugs.
Well, you're
she's supposed to get that check.
I think in all fairness, still me think them check her, but if them not find nothing, them not gonna say nothing to the public. You see how them make it public said she did burn the herbs is because them find something. So them did have to tell the crowd why them not sending this stellar athlete after the Olympics after she qualified to go. So them did have to make that public. But now they're probably testing because I think they get tested a lot, you know. Or some stringent tests them
she's
go through.
Supposed to be testing this morning.
This month, like right after race.
Like right after a race, you're supposed to get that test.
See, that was the greatness of Usain Bolt, right? That's because everybody did swear Usain was on stuff. So Usain Bolt actually told them, Usain said, matter of fact, pull up anytime, anywhere. I don't care where I'm at, just pull up. I'll submit to a test. And you know, so them did run him down feet and actually did. It became a thing. Them said, no, we'll catch you. We're going to catch you. Them just couldn't catch him because never do nothing, right? So you want the same kind of thing for she too, that's true?
Yes. Yes. Pressure. Apply the same pressure.
Yeah.
You understand? Because there is no way. I'm going to say there is no way.
Yeah.
But think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You come from from there to real quick.
That may I tell you, man, we watch her run full speed and come last. She muscle up herself to and come last. I know she'll laugh and come first.
And that me just say she looks so well relaxed, like she not even try when she be our queen.
Yeah. When she beat Shelly and Sherika, go back and look on it. Watch them do a still frame of it. I'm seeing this morning. We feel a way. When she run left Sherika, she fling her hand out so like and then she have one big old grin on her face and she just ease across the finish line. I said, damn, when they really a gear though, like not me.
Like me have more left.
Yeah, she have more left. Like that was easy. Even when she beat Elaine, it looked like me only see the highlights and her face at the end. So and it looked like she have more.
While we on the topic of running.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about Lola Lyle?
Me don't know him, so.
The Lola boy.
Me don't know him. Which one? Wait.
The America boy, man. The Lola, whatever his name, man.
When him?
In same one, man. The little young youth from America, what height?
Yeah, little is a big youth, man, about 6'6" or something like that.
No, but a little youth.
Yeah, as in age, little youth. Yeah.
At age, me I talk about little youth.
When you be Noel.
Whatever lies in there.
Yeah, Noah.
Think about him.
So, thank you, babe. No, wife, I keep up on track this morning. Noah Lyles. No.
That's how we have them, you know?
Yeah, you see it. Noah Lyles. When me think about him,
Yeah.
boy, I'm thinking my head for greatness still. But the 100 meter, him young too, you know.
What them young, man, Sha'Carri young, them.
Yeah, man, like
Honestly,
23. Him so me feel like say him gonna be the man for. But Bolt 100 meter record, world record though.
That sprint. Face that track and field him gonna do.
You think so?
Yeah, man, I see it, man.
Yeah, me see them a beat him bad.
If him not dope up.
Yeah, if him not dope up and get caught up, cause I'm young.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
just like Sha'Carri, they haven't hit their prime yet. Them young, them just a get started.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That they're good. So the big question now is this. Where does Jamaica sit in all this? Because we were sprint king and sprint queen, sprint royalty.
We have some little one them are coming up.
Where the twin them there?
Them did them, man. Them are come, man.
But them not turn pro.
I think they just signed with Puma or something like that.
I'm sure them turn pro, bro. Them just turn pro.
I think so.
Okay, so then probably I develop them then.
Keep up with time.
All right, my brother. Manners and respect here. Stay safe out there.
Yeah.
Bless.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Reasoning with ones and ones, you know? Yeah, oh man. But the talk about let me put this out there as a disclaimer because I don't want anybody to go away feeling, you know, y'all so salty. 1 minute you praising her, the next minute you talking about she's on drugs. I'm not saying she's on drugs. I never said she's on drugs. And I'm not insinuating either she's on drugs. I am saying people are asking, and we are also thinking, just like how y'all was speculating when Usain was winning all them races, the time that Usain Bolt ran to set the world record and then break it and set his own new world record, when Usain did that, I remember one of these sprint greats that now does commentary from the US, he specifically said it on TV. He said, ain't no way. We didn't even think that was humanly possible to do. And then somebody asks, you think he's on some kind of enhancement stuff? He's like, I don't know, but that's the talk people are saying. And that's back then when you say, hey, pull up anywhere, anytime on test me, we don't have nothing. So we just echoing what's being said in the wider public, right? As a part of a conversation. Me personally, I don't think she's on anything. I don't think she would risk that much to be on anything. I think she got cut down before and she knows what the cut down feel like. So I'm hoping she knows what the cut down feel like. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning. Hello. It's continuing to set up. Oh man. Hello. What? Live on the air. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, family.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. I love the show.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We appreciate you.
First of all, I have a couple of comments to make real quick, right?
All right.
We as Caribbean people, we have pride, man. We have this pride, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes when we got to give Jack the jacket, right?
We have a problem.
Because you see, because what happened is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know when it comes to the Caribbean, we know we love the best and we can try to perform and do the best always. But there's something called changing of the guard.
Right.
You heard that saying before, right?
Right.
That we are not going to always be on top.
Right. And all good things must come to an end.
Correct.
Right.
We have to remember that Shelly Ann that I love and Elaine, they're getting older.
Right.
Sports technology is changing.
Right.
And a lot of young athletes that's coming up are going to be running faster. Not taking anything. You can't take anything from Sharika or Noah Lyles. Right now, they're in the best condition that they're in of their life.
Right.
I ran track a year, so I know about this, right?
Right.
And let me explain something to people about the drug test. You see, after all of these big races, the first thing they give you is a drug test. The first thing I want to tell y'all that, I want to tell people that
Right.
The first thing they give you is a drug test. So they'll know if you take any enhancement drugs or anything like that. Remember now when they caught Sha'Carri Richardson with the marijuana, right?
Right.
She was in one of the best shapes. She was about 19. A young girl was in the best shape of her life.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, she then ran a lot of races. She was in training. She was going through a lot of things with her parents. Her mom died, and a lot of,
she was going through a lot of things.
And everything.
A lot of things.
A lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then when they put her in the race with Sharika, Elaine, and Shelly-Ann, she wasn't in no condition to run the race.
Right.
And she got her butt whooped.
Right. But listen. Not to take it too far or anything, but and cut you. But listen, when she tested positive for that marijuana, she ran very fast then, and shortly after she ran very slow. You understand?
Yes,
so
because remember she was correct. Remember she was supposed to go to the Olympics, but after that whole thing, she didn't participate in no events.
Right. So
she just stopped practicing.
Right.
Period.
Okay. Right. Put it that way. Right.
Right.
And you lose it fast. And you lose it fast. In track and field, you lose it really fast when you stop.
You lose it fast.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Very fast. At times I used to run at good speed, and then like when I got if I hurt my ankle or twist my ankle or anything happened, I used to ask myself, wait, I used to run this race at a certain speed. How come I can't get up to that anymore?
Yeah, even if you don't show up for like a week to training, you off.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. You see, but we have to give Jack the jacket.
Yeah, definitely.
I know we like I said, I know we Caribbean people want to be on top, and we, you know what I mean, and that's us. But you have to realize that the changing of the guard coming.
All right.
Until Jamaica bring up the two twins now, the twins that they have and a lot of young athletes that's coming.
Right.
They're the ones that's going to have to take over.
Right. I got it, man.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right. Correct. That's all it is. That's all it is, brother.
Fully.
Right?
All right, sir. Man, is out of respect.
I love your show, man.
All right. Blessings, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
Cool. All right. So yeah, he has a point, and he's right. It's the changing of the guard. Shout out to them. Shout out to Sha'Carri. My wife named Shakira. Shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson. You're doing your thing. And one thing I'm going to say before, as we end this segment and move to our next topic is you shut us up for this year. You did. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed?
It's hard.
Yeah. I haven't even watched the race. I haven't.
I saw a little bit of it when I saw the title of your show. I said no. No, when I watched like a minute of it, and I was like, yeah, she won, man.
Yeah, she did. She did.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
Congrats to her, honestly, but I said congrats to her still.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, congrats to her still.
Yeah.
But I don't want us to sound bad mind with the whole. My question is, the drug test conversation, who is saying it? Is it Caribbean people saying it outside?
Yes.
There we go. That's yeah. So it's a little bit for bad mind, I think, a little bit. And we're disappointed.
They're feeling salty and disappointed. Yeah.
Because we used to be in the best.
Yeah, right.
Whatever we do, whether it's good or bad, we're the best.
Absolutely.
That's how we are as a people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So rough, but I mean, when she was going up against her, I was like, dang. I was like, what she got on the three of them is youth. Mm-hmm. That makes a difference.
Mm-hmm. Big difference. And if she's firing like this, right, and she's so young, you can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can only imagine.
So
this rivalry is for the long haul.
Yeah. So we need you saying to get into coaching or something. Some of these young people, you know what I mean, coming up, because Elaine, Shelly, and Sharika, they've done their posts.
Right. Sharika is pretty young, isn't she?
I don't know. How old is she?
I think Sharika and Sha'Carri are like almost the same age.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Sharika is young too. And Sharika is the world champion for the 200 meters.
Okay.
So Sharika is there, but she just beat them this season. In the 100-meter sprint. She did that.
We need some new blood to come up. We need some young people, 19, 20, 21. We need somebody to cultivate the next generation because we are accustomed to being the best.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I still think about the spelling bee, right? The first Black girl to win the spelling bee was a Jamaican girl 2 years in a row, and then they changed the regulation where Jamaica.
How old is Sha'Carri?
Sha'Carri, I see her. She's 29.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's what I figured. She was closer to like 30.
Yeah, she's close to 30.
Why did I think she was 23?
Okay. Yeah, I was shocked to hear that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
really? Well,
heart heavy, but we need the next generation to come up, somebody to cultivate them.
Man, okay, yeah. I tip my
hat to them. We gotta swallow it, y'all.
Yeah, we do.
It hurt, but we have to swallow it.
Yeah.
You know, so, like,
you sound like how I feel.
I feel heavy. I'm not gonna.
But not like you sound just like how I feel. Yeah. I was like, you know what? You want to watch the race? I'm like, no, I don't want to watch it. You sure she win? Well, hey, my wife was like, you don't want to watch the race? I said, no, I don't want to watch it. But I'm asking, you sure she win though? You sure it wasn't the heat? That was I asked her. I said, you sure that was the finals? I think that was the heat. You know.
So now she's the fastest woman alive now.
Because thank you for bringing that up so I can clarify that for everybody. Okay. Elaine Thompson Herah still holds the world record for the fastest woman alive. So even though she beat her, she still didn't beat her at record time. So Elaine already set that record and it hasn't been broken.
Okay. All right. So we still have a little something going on. All right.
Right.
That picked me up a little bit. All right. That give me a little pick me up.
Right. But she's coming.
She's coming.
She's coming. Yeah, she's coming.
So we need some new blood. If there's any politics in the running ranks, don't figure out on yourself, please.
Yeah, true.
Figure out on an ego and whatever, because this is not about you.
Yeah.
This is about Jamaica on a global stage. So please, go figure out on yourself and get it and push all ego and emotion aside so we can win and bang pot cover. That's what we want to be able to do. Please.
Yes. Mega deal with it. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Oh gosh, she sounds just like how I feel, man. You know, but Sha'Carri, you do your thing, my girl. You do your thing. You really injured us this year. I'll give it to you. My hat's off. I tip my hat to you. It is what it is, right? I didn't watch. Sorry, we lost, but new blood is in the works. All right, when the new blood starts showing up, then we'll start talking about them. See, Vybz Kartel was awarded. But let me say something real quick. If you see commercials running during the live, it's because the channel is set to something else. So don't cuss me out. Just skip the commercial and come back to the thing, right? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
What we should do about track and field, do a Where Are They Now? Because if you look at champs, and look at all the athletes that we are producing. The athletes are choosing professional career because the country doesn't offer our athletes anything.
Or they're choosing to go overseas.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Going to college and then going to profession instead of track and field. Even the girl that was Sha'Carri X, look at her when you review her. She was one of the best for Jamaica too.
Yes, she was.
But they're not representing the country. I have friends that went to Edwin Allen. They just went into college and do their life. They're not representing the country. I didn't see Sachin Dennis all this season.
So you think it's
because... look at the guys who break the record at the champs and do a Where Are They Now? Where are our athletes?
Will do. I just actually wrote it down. Thanks for that, because I'm definitely going to dive into that one. I'm going to go dig up our athletes, from college athletes to those who came over into professional, and where are they now?
Yes, because if you look all the records for the last 5 years,
college to
those
pro.
Boys from KC, they're not going into pro. They take the opportunity, come to the US, go to college. That's it. What is the country offering? Nothing. If you look at the African country, they give their people land and houses and those stuff.
Right. And I did a story a while back, many years now, about one of our best, I believe she was a javelin thrower, and she won an Olympic medal for Jamaica. She was homeless on the streets in Jamaica.
Yeah, in Mandeville, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
now
still
that
there.
you said that, she's still there? Why?
Yes. So we are talking about awards. What about the reward? Putting up a statue in the stadium or putting up these people need reward. These are all poor people. Shelly and he's from Waterhouse, whatever. Yeah. We gotta set something substantial. Look at the footballers. There's nothing.
Yeah, it can't just be about love.
And represent this country at the highest level.
That's true. It can't just be about love for your nation.
I think the kids are choosing their career over professional athlete or representing the country.
Damn. I'm surprised you're saying she's still there.
Lot of runners that do well at champs and we don't see them representing the country. Where are they now?
I will definitely be looking into that. I thank you for bringing that up. Thank you.
Yes, that's my take on it this morning. And Elaine and Sharika is like the same age, 29.
Right, that's what I just learned. I don't know why I thought
the reason
she was
why
23.
We're just seeing Sharika, she was in the 400 before. Even at champs, if you're gonna look for her, you're gonna have to look in the 400. Yeah, they move her up.
All right.
From 400. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate you, and I'm definitely gonna be looking into that. I wrote it down, but very interesting. Very interesting. Have a wonderful weekend here, and thank you for calling in. All right, so that makes sense. That makes sense. So if we're wondering where are the fresh new bloods and that are coming up that were supposed to take over right behind, because they were dominating in college, but it seems like they're using that skill to gain access to, say, the US, and they'll run and represent on a collegiate level in the US or in the UK or in Canada or wherever, and then they will get their degrees and they will go on into other professions, not athletics. Or they'll go on into representing other nations, not Jamaica. That's not good, because if you look at the video I put up this morning before the live, where I said 400 teachers resigned in an 11-day space, we're talking about 4 days before the school year starts. And these teachers, they're heading overseas, where the pasture seems to be greener. Vicky says, sell out them. Some I really think that them sell out. I can't think they sell out anymore. Right now, I just think that everybody is trying. Listen, patriotism goes a long way, yes. I saw a teacher holding up a sign, right? And the sign said, yes, we love our students, but love cannot pay my rent. And I was like, damn. At the end of the day, we're comfortable. We have a job. We have a little house or a little, condo apartment. Wherever you live, you have somewhere to live comfortably. You're doing good. Means to an end is taken care of for you. You can pay your bills. You have gainful employment. You get paid on time. Some of we have benefits that come with your jobs. These teachers don't have any of that. It's job insecurity for them. So when I'm working and payday come and you don't have my pay, I would turn from teacher to ghetto girl, right? I'm dead serious. If I go work for somebody and I work for you, if you're paying me fortnight, every 2 weeks or whatever, and me wait 2 weeks, butter for come school, couldn't find gas money, couldn't find this, couldn't find that, squeeze and make things work. And then payday come, and you talk about the paycheck them not out yet to know. You're gonna, I'm going from well-spoken English teacher to straight ghetto. So they have to put up with a lot, man. Nobody wants to live like that. Nobody wants to. I saw another one that said, I want to own a house and a car one day. I thought, damn, that should be easy to achieve. In a profession as a teacher, I want to own a house and a car one day. That's basic. That's basic. Vicky said, I'd never sell out my country. SouFLo, I can't see me through my eyes doing such. I couldn't look myself in the mirror. Yeah, Vicky, that's you. But when I can't feed my children them and pay my bills, then I can't look myself in the mirror. So is do I do it for Jamaica because just to say I did it for Jamaica and suffer? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Live on the air. Good morning. Talk up. Hello? Oh, you have a bad reception, fam. You have us on speaker or Bluetooth? Can't hear you. Going once. Going twice. Then that man loud and clear now. Talk to him or what?
I'm going to talk about the country there, my G. And it don't look good enough, father.
Yes, it don't look good. Things don't look good.
No, man. Also much teacher migrate, so my G.
400 resign in a 11-day space. And we are talking about 4 days before the new school year start.
600 gone foreign last year.
Yeah, I think 800 or something altogether in our past year. Resign. Gone. Cut.
Yeah, no.
Here one. I did a video this morning, right? And put up the video on the channel. I won't tell you too much because it have some information in there where we feel like the people need to hear so they understand what's going on with the teachers. But let me just say this. I don't know how much them get paid in. I saw a salary of $1 million this morning, which is like 9,000 and something US dollars. And the teachers them over here, I did a research to do that video for everybody so them can know. And the base salary for starting out teachers, lowest, is in the 30s of thousands. It's like 38,000. And the highest starting out, 47,000. So that's the medium, 38 to 47,000. It's hard to tell a Jamaican teacher who know that they can come over here and make 38 to 47,000 a year to tell them, say, stay which part of there when them barely get paid in the first place. And then the paycheck late. And then me can't want a car.
I have a teacher friend, you know, and here what go on, you know. They don't make no money, man.
Them not make no money. Most of them do it for the love. Most of them do it for the love.
Constant disrespect.
Yeah. Why?
Because them ask the government for a raise and them.
And the government give themselves a raise instead. The little raise what them give the teacher them was not even, I think him cut off, but the little raise them give the teacher them was not no raise. The government gave themselves a big raise instead. Yeah, and then the prime minister said, you see, sometimes I don't even feel sorry for them because them same one go and vote for them same people there who come and tell them when they ask for a raise, they say, okay, I'll give myself a raise instead. How that sound? Crazy, right? And then the prime minister comes out and tells you, well, you know, we cannot do our jobs effectively if we are not paid properly. That's a big slap in the face. That slap that come from we around here. So you cannot do your jobs as politicians properly to run the country properly if you're not paid properly. And properly is defined by you. But you want the teacher them to stay. And you want them to do their jobs properly, grossly underpaid. It don't make no sense. But y'all get up and vote for them just the same. And you keep the same people in power. No matter what somebody said to you, yo, enough of that nonsense. Switch out the party. I'm in a business, which one? Just switch it out. Right? Don't make them get comfortable upon you. And start taking for eat that. Now, Sam, me prefer stick with the evil what we know. Well, all right, then stick with the rotted evil what you know. You're going to see what you get out of that. See? Most of them are diehard partitarian, if you want to call it that. They are diehard to whatever party it is. And they do their civic duties and them vote. And them voting the same people who treat them like that. So that makes sense. Live on the air with SouFLo. You called it cut off.
Go on.
Yeah, you called
man, me there up on the work.
All right. So finish up for winner, man. What you say?
The teacher them tired of the constant disrespect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And we can't hold it against them either.
Nah, but you see, they give us these illusions, you know, independence and emancipation, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And under them illusion there, a whole heap of things used to go on and people used to take it. But now a new generation and them people that want their money now.
Yeah, and not only that, the world changed and things have opened up more now. Because now foreign teachers more now than ever before. I was reading something where say, especially in the US, as the US population diversifies, because you know, one time gone back in the day, them did have segregation, and then most areas, even though they wouldn't say it, they only wanted, say, white teachers in those areas, etc., etc. But the population has diversified over the years. So now they're thinking more along the lines of cultural integration and get a Jamaican teacher in here. You know, they'll learn something from her, about her country, about her race. She's going to be black and this, that, and the other. And she's different from the African Americans, not that way, but you know what I mean. It's a different culture for them to learn. So things have opened up differently now. So them can't talk to the teacher them and treat them like they could before and expect no consequences anymore. A years Jamaican teachers ball, and there was no way out for them. But now there is a way out, and they're taking it.
Man, I bet you know when I chop it up. I mean, I tell them, say, the people them see what I want, because when them go for boom and deal with the DPP thing where she can't even then at the post till she has 70.
Mm-hmm.
People see that, you know.
And them switch up the age and say, well, yeah, man. Them do what them want to do, basically. And then the people deal with whatever comes after. Just like, while you're here, let me knock out them topic here. You see the one where said the IMF has unlocked $866 million for Jamaica?
Yeah.
Yeah. The IMF has unlocked $866 million for Jamaica. Guess what them unlocked that for? But when you think about this, I want the audience to think about this, right? $866 million. That is a whopping sum of money. They unlocked that to give to them to tackle shocks, like earthquake shocks, climate change. Shocks and climate change. Now, may I say to myself a couple of questions. Who are going to pay that back?
Poor people, them, man.
It's not a gift, it's a loan. So who is going to pay back $866 million that these politicians are collecting under the guise of tackling shocks and climate change?
The people them don't understand what I'm going on, If you ask where is Portia, where is PJ? And people them tired of the foolishness here, man, because...
No, them not tired, man.
The government...
Them not tired, don't say that. I'm past that now, them not tired. Me a correct upon that one day. Them like it. Them like it. They like them. It's an excitement, it's an entertainment thing. We sit down and talk how we are suffering, how they're doing really good and we're not. That me feel like, me see. Jamaican people like it. Them not tired of nothing. If them did tired of it, change would come. But they're not tired of it enough. That's the truth. That's the truth.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. There is like...
That's what I go on with it. It's 400 teachers.
It's like you have a spouse or a mate where, you know, you're in them together and thing, and you're going with a relationship and them not stop killing with bun. And you keep on and say, all right, this time, and then next time, and then the next time, and the next time. Are you not tired of it? Because if you're tired, you'll pack your things and leave. Right?
True.
You would have do something to end it. Jamaicans not doing anything to end these things that are happening to us. We are just talking And then even when time the brightest minds get together and come up with solutions that are very doable, the same people them look upon you and tell you something else. That not gonna work, cause like one time I tell them, say, pull your resources together, put all the money together and start put up your own lights. Light your own area. Well, them are gonna shoot it out. Put up your own video cameras. Well, then we shoot out the camera them too. Put up your own, like everything you tell them just fight down the solution right away. Never mind that we live in a time where you have cameras that are so small and could be concealed that no one can see it, but them not gonna think that far. Them are gonna just shoot it way. Do they say no? Well, that not gonna work neither. So it's painful to even give solutions, cause you know the solution them not going nowhere, and most of them are gonna tell us that them not work or that not gonna work. First thing. So yeah, we have to do better. We have to do better. Yeah, make we end that one here. You hear me, sir? All right. So with that said, here's my question for the 800, because where the time is running and I have appointment this morning, so I'm gonna try and finish on time. $866 million live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I just want to make a statement about the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
I think teachers not getting paid is a worldwide thing, even in America.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that, because the teachers in America still have a livable wage. We're just on Jamaica. They have a livable wage here. I have teaching family members.
The wages here that they're coming here to get paid
is livable. That's the problem. That's the problem.
Hear me out, SouFlo.
May I hear you out? Talk now.
All right. My aunt is a teacher. $40,000 a year cannot pay their bills in America. And if you're bringing the teachers from Jamaica to here,
$40,000 a year cannot pay her bills in America?
No.
Me no want to hear that, because me know a single mother right now where I make 20-something thousand a year and she make it work and she have 2 picnic. So 40,000 a year, unless you telling me that 40,000 a year, where does she live? And here's the thing, you have an opportunity to move to any one of the 50 states.
She lives in South Carolina.
Nah, sir. 40,000 a year in South Carolina, a whole heap of money.
But my point I'm trying to make, in general, teachers need to get paid, not just in Jamaica, but in America too as well.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because that's the truth. They're migrating here, but they're still not getting paid either.
The truth about I can't say that, but because that's the focal point of my story. Listen, she hang up on me. Check it, right? Where you live in America, right, determines what your income need to be in order to have a decent life. You can't be making 15, 18, 24,000 a year and you live in the middle of New York City or the middle of Miami, where a 1-bedroom apartment, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,800 to $2,500 a month. It's not going to work, right? And plus you have 2 kids. Obviously that's not going to work. But they have options in the US, whereas they don't have options in Jamaica. A 1 pay scale across the board for them, and it's one little Jamaica. In the US, you go to a different state, though. Everything is different. The pay scale is different. Cost of living is low, way lower than some other states. That kind of stuff. They have choices. 40,000, South Carolina, you're making good money. I don't know who I have never met a teacher that got into teaching and said, this is the profession I want because it's going to make me rich. Those teachers are usually intelligent people. They research the market before they even went to school for the degree. They know that you're not going to get rich being a teacher. They know that. But they thought you could make a decent living. And a lot of them have a passion for teaching. That's why they chose the profession. See? So, again, Jamaica, whole different kettle of fish. Shout out to the American teachers. They want more money too, and I understand that too. But right now I'm talking about, and across the world, but right now I'm talking about Jamaica and Jamaican teachers leaving the big exodus. 400 resign in an 11-day period, 4 days before the start of the new school year. And they're most likely heading overseas to places like America and all these other places to get paid and to teach. By the way, that video also tells you where to go look up this study that they're doing about the Jamaican teachers that come over to the US. Them study them, and they write dissertations and stuff about them. The things they run into when they come here, how some of them are able to fare versus how others aren't, the things that they have the biggest difficulties transitioning with, that, and that. Missy Bram, happy birthday. Is your birthday? Facts don't lie, people do. Shout out, thank you, man. I appreciate you greatly. Facts don't lie, people do says Dep on the works, bad connection. But big up Vybz Kartel, them start compare Valiant to him. Years of work, them waste man and girl stop size up. Yeah. Yep, my sister-in-law, she was working at Amazon in Jamaica, week making $3 an hour. Over here in the US, people make 18 to 20 an hour. Totally different pay scale. Totally different pay scale. See it? Exactly my point. I tell people this all the time. I say in Jamaica, you encourage these young people, right? Go out and have sex. Check it. Legal consenting age, 16. All this. You're that child, right? At 16, you can give away your front willingly and consentingly at 16. When she breed now, you ball and say, Lord God, she turned teenage mother. In the US, a 16-year-old can get pregnant, can have a baby. And even though you're unhappy about the situation, they have Job Corps, and Job Corps has child care, and which keep them children while they go to school and further their education. Them not even have to depend on nobody. She don't even have to say, I need to go find the father and him have to help me with the picnic or bata with our parents. Totally different society. Things are set up in the US for people to get to where they need to go if they are driven to do it. Not in Jamaica. You could have full of ambition till it pop out of your eye hole and your ears hole. There are so many obstacles to overcome regardless, and that is frustrating as hell. Facts. Right. With that said, though, a couple of things I wanted to run through this morning. Vybz Kartel was awarded the CMA at the CMA, which is the Caribbean Music Awards. Caribbean Music Awards is huge. Spice was there to announce it, that he was awarded Artist of the Decade. Right. And somebody just a big up to Vybz Kartel. They're trying to compare Valiant or some other person to him, but they must understand, say, years of work. I don't know. A lot of them feel like, say, you just jump in at this thing, you get 2 songs that buzz and 4 songs that cross the waters, and then you're supposed to be the person at the top, the hitman. That. Enough of them still haven't reached Beanie Man level yet, right? Enough of them still haven't crossed Bounty Killer levels yet. Enough of them still haven't crossed Spice levels yet. Enough of them still haven't crossed Lady Saw when Lady Saw was doing dancehall levels yet. Enough of them still have, enough of them still haven't crossed a lot of names that I haven't even called yet. Levels, Shaka Demus and Pliers levels. Not enough of them haven't crossed. Enough of them haven't. I could go way back to veteran dancehall artists who did it big back in the day. Huge big. I'm talking about big overseas as well as bigger yard. Enough of them not crossed that yet. So I don't see no new king. I don't see no ruler of the genre, yellow man levels yet. I don't see no new king and new. You have to put that work in, and it takes time. What I did like about Vybz Kartel, though, him never ever forget to big up Bounty Killer. And even though him and Killer had their differences in the past, it's for sure behind them. But shout out to Bounty Killer, man, for being that guy. Because in dancehall music, he really is that guy. I'm going to take 60 seconds and explain this vehicle to you, and then you can carry it with you. Dancehall music itself is a vehicle, right? And they're ferocious at protecting that vehicle. The reason why is because this vehicle right here called dancehall, it can be used to take, and it has been used to take a lot of ghetto youths who probably never even did too bright. So they couldn't go the traditional route and go school and get degree. Everybody's mind is not set up the same ways. Everybody's socioeconomic conditions aren't set up the same way. You know what I'm saying? So this vehicle was able to take a lot of them from zero to hero, from nothing to something, from broke and poor to multi-millionaires that are able to live high off the hog, so to speak. So it is to be protected, that vehicle right there. And Bounty Killer has been like that guard for the longest. Bounty gave so many of them a bus, if you will, strength, if you will. Never took nothing off of it either. Just put them out there to the world. And from Bounty Killer to Vybz Kartel, Kartel said, if it wasn't for Bounty Killer, there would be none of this. So Artist of the Decade at our something, the Caribbean Music Awards, which is big. It's like our Grammys, right? Well respected. Switching topics now again. Medic, the dancehall artist Medic, the female that I put the video up for earlier this week, she's still missing. Her family still don't know where she's at. She went missing under suspicious conditions, right? At this point, I said it in the video first, me not really feel good about that 1 year. At this point, me really good about that 1 year. I don't think the outcome of this is going to be good. It's funny how she just disappeared off the face of the earth. So police have launched an investigation into the disappearance of another female in Jamaica. This time it's dancehall artist Medic. I never heard of Medic until she went missing. And it's funny because she has songs and videos out there with big artists. Angel D, my bad. I was trying to switch to the page where the article is, and then it started buffering. I think I should be good now. Right. Her management team, which consists of, yes, Angel D, I was thinking trafficking, the same thing. Yeah. Her management team, which consists of her road manager, which is also her boyfriend, told her to get ready for a video shoot. And she spoke to her sister and said she was getting ready for the video shoot that so-and-so told her to get ready for. And that was the last time they spoke to her. That was the last time she was seen or heard from. And that was from last week, Thursday. Right. So when you go missing for that long, in Jamaica, the prognosis is never good. Her mom has came out, or a family member that I believe to be her mom came out, and she was saying this is not a publicity stunt. She see the comments on social media, people saying she's doing this to sell records or to launch her new album or something. There's no new album, nothing. This ain't no publicity stunt. We want our daughter home. We want our child home. She went missing under suspicious circumstances. Last seen dressed in all black. Never to be seen or heard from again. See? I am 49 now. I just pushing forward. Yes. Somebody's birthday is today. Missy Bram Bram, is it your birthday? Missy Bram Bram, is it your birthday? If I feel her birthday, I have to go sing her happy birthday and these things. So Medic is on the icon for this video this morning. If you look to the corner of the video, the little pretty face where you see there, that's her. On the side, which part? Vybz Kartel there. The guy that you see behind her on the icon, that is actually the beryllium robbery situation. A big robbery took place the other day. They've been attacking beryllium for quite some time now. The company that carries money, like how the Brinks carry money. Right. They had a big shootout in Mandeville recently. I believe 5 persons were shot in the process of that shootout trying to get to the money. And they did get to the money. Well, update says 5 persons have been caught or are in custody pertaining to this, to include a woman. A woman. And that guy that you see right there on the icon, that is actually an ex-Beryllium security guard. So when you hear where I say, you know, this look like an inside job. You see it? One of the security guard them for Beryllium, the same company where I get robbed all the time. And I get shoot up and them I take away the money them. Look who them catch. Right. We over here paranoid because we're like, oh, they're trying to bring in the moneyless era. And one way to do it is to scare the people. So nobody will want to touch the money. Nobody will want to go to the ATM because every time you go to the ATM, gunman they're behind you and rob you. No, or they're dragging the ATMs out the walls, tying them with chain to trucks and driving off. Nobody wants to go to these places where money transfers happen, like, you know, MoneyGram or Western Union, because gunman outside, and as soon as you pick up your money, you might get robbed or killed. No one wants to deliver money. The banks don't want to keep money. The delivery companies like Beryllium or the Brinks, every time they touch the road with money, gunman run upon them, shoot them up, take the money. That's one way to scare the people, right? Or that's what we thought. But what it seemed like is, I just some man I go after some money. And it's some inside job of people who used to work for these companies who feel like, yo, me never get paid enough. The man they overwork with, underpay with, and I know how this thing run now. So I'm going to go assemble my own team and come back for this money. Shout out to the Jamaica Constabulary Force for doing their duties and for getting to the root of this. They have 5 in custody, to include 1 woman. I'm telling you, women are in everything. So it's full time now that we stop saying man this, man that, man this, man that, like woman not in there too. Everything we're going bad on the island, woman in it too. Remember me tell you that, right? Conditions of marital rape to be eliminated by law. Can a husband rape his wife? That was another one this is going to be our actual last one for the morning. I saw a video of a bride refusing to say all of her wedding vows. And she got to the part where she was supposed to say honor and obey or something like that. And she was like, we didn't talk about this in counseling. And I thought she was joking. And the wedding went on. She was like, carry on, let's go. Let's keep going. And skip right past it. And she refused to say it. And I said to myself, look on this big simp man. That's a proper example of a simp. Because if me walk woman down aisle and we reach our wedding vows and you start cut and splice the wedding vows and I talk about you now said that part there. The part where you say that you have to honor and I want to say honor and respect him or something like that. Honor, respect. It's y'all know how the wedding vows goes. A lot of y'all in here have been married more than once and divorced and all these things. Or you've been studying for your marriage vows. That man the week, him should have left. Murphy the Point Jamaica Curse says, in week him should have left. Debbie Jervis says, I have so much your comments today, but Mr. Dea Bakra walk a listen with my phone between 2 pieces of paper. Yeah, so the woman tell the pastor, say, go on, obey. Right, to honor and obey. She was like, whoa, we didn't say nothing about that in counseling. The pastor was like, what you mean we didn't? Yes, we did. Yes, we sure did. She was like, okay, let's skip that part. Keep going. Skip the obey and keep going. I watch you eat that man now. Him look like him never get a woman before. I said, poor thing. Poor thing. You might laugh now. You know them have a saying, laugh now, cry later? Yeah, that's exactly him right there. I look forward to it because he will be crying later for sure. She put her foot down at the altar to tell you to take out obey out of your wedding vows because she not obeying nothing what you say. If that wasn't the biggest red flag ever, I don't know what was. Right? I don't know what was. I don't know one man that would act well. I don't know. Someone built like that still. but not I. Now, the biggest one of the morning, which will be our last one of the morning. Come here, left or right, the soil altar. Yep, me I go to the reception. Me I call all of my brethren them. The reception turning our dance. Come in now, waste my money. It's already paid for. And we're going to call over some side chicks and we're going to just have a good time. But yeah, carry yourself, go on which part you go. But you refuse to say, obey. You not my woman. Go marry somebody else. Go marry one man like the one where she got the right one. Can you see him? Yeah, you have to go find one of them too. Find one of those for you. He will giggle his way through and then cry later. Not me. Not me. Conditions for marital rape to be eliminated in law. Can a husband rape his wife? Here you know. May I ask you now and give you 60 seconds for answer. This is our last one for the morning. Can a husband rape his wife? Obey is for children. Crystal G said obey is for children. So our children alone obey the laws of God then. And if the man is supposed to be the head, and the man follow God and the woman follow the man, she got to obey him. Because God's going to rule your relationship through him. Right? Now I say nothing about the obey still. Look at that phone call here real quick. Can a husband rape his wife? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning again.
Morning. We are going till 9:15. Then I got to go. I have a 9:45 phone call and a 10 o'clock appointment all running into one. So
yeah, man.
Work with me.
Yeah, man. But I saw the video too and I was shocked. Everybody was laughing and it was like, really?
You see the video?
Yeah, like
where she's in here, like a big joke, not true?
And the pastor was the only person who was kind of laughing too, but he looked kind of serious. He was like, no.
Right.
We said this.
Yes.
And everybody else was just taking like joke is not joke, no?
Right.
She don't use it against him.
The man didn't have no problem saying it. The man, the man ready to go.
Good time.
And I skid him teeth like him not say what o'clock out and strike.
He doesn't. He'll find out. He'll go find. But I would say yes. A husband
can rape his wife.
I'd say how. I'm gonna explain how. Remember what rape is? Is non-consensual sex.
Right.
You did not consent.
Right.
You didn't imply. There was no, like, you did not want this to happen. Imagine a scenario in which a man beat his wife and she's trying to get away from him. And then in some sort of process of her trying to escape him, grab her and then just rape her. That's rape.
So y'all tell me, say, if my wife don't want to give me none of me, take it or rape her.
No, if she's fighting against you because you're abusing her and she's trying to escape it, and of course
I'm gonna murk you up
because it doesn't. There's nothing that says, even though we would assume that marriage is like an unlimited supply of consent, it can't be, because in a situation where it's violent and she's trying to run away and you catch her and you do, it's rape.
Yo, and Mervin the Point, Jamaica Kurt. Don't be getting all of us over here in trouble, boy. But me, I laugh, but I shouldn't be laughing. I'm not even gonna repeat his comment, but it then it's for uno go read it. I'm not repeat that one there. I don't want no enemies from these women. Jesus Christ. But you are right. But let me murk you up this water real quick, right? Watch this. So what about the wedding vows? It's a spiritual thing when two becomes one. So if me and she is one, then I'm taking what is a part of me. Not true?
If you and she is one,
yeah,
but you are hating your other half and abusing your other half, and you're attacking it. Think about it. You are doing this union to become one.
Yes, and we are one.
So if you are one, and you are active in your mind, willing to already, before even thinking about this, in a certain scenario, you're already choosing to abuse, to hate, to violate, to attack and disregard what God make for you, what God says to bless you, what was supposed to be your other half, was supposed to be the physical embodiment of creation in God's word. You're already disregarding her, so how is she supposed to be your other half? You don't consider her that. I don't care about it. You don't follow the vows. So if you don't follow it, you're supposed to follow it. If you're already disregarding her in one part of the vow, you're supposed to say, well, it's forever. And it's no. In the beginning, it's supposed to be about love and unity. And if the man is already disregarding her in unity, then how can he say, oh, well, it's mine, so I'm going to take it? You already don't care. You already don't care. So how he can't bring up, it's like you are breaking the law, and then you went to somebody else, oh, you're breaking the law too, because no, you are both breaking the law, but you broke it first. It's already broken. There is already no law. You cancel out whatever you say she was wrong.
Come on you if you are the counselor, because I don't know why here. But
you see, if I know so, and it's not violent, it's just like, come on, no, she said, no, man, that's different. But if it is
one of them cases that where like you've been abusing her, and she's trying to separate herself from you, like I sleep in her next room and something, and she try give it space to get things back together, right? And you're just going there and just force yourself, and she'll say no, stop and don't, and she'll fight you off, and you still take it.
Then even cases where normal people are married and separating.
True.
So even cases where she ran away, she lives somewhere else and go find her and say, oh yeah, they're gonna take it from you. Okay. No.
And that's one of the rules. That's now you bring me to that, because that was one of the rules that were there. So recently in the Jamaica Observer, there's an article that was printed telling us about the new amendments to the law. The law as it stood said that there had to be certain conditions that were established before marital rape could be considered, right? That means so one of the conditions was you had to be living apart from each other or had recently been separated, and so on and so forth. And what they did recently was update the law by removing those conditions. So I believe it was Camila Johnson that came on and said a woman's body is hers all the time. So there doesn't need to be any conditions. So we need to strike those from the law, update the law. Whether I'm with him or I'm not with him, whether we're just separated or we're still living in the same place, even if we're sleeping in the same bed. If I say no, is no. And if you fight me and take it, you just rape me. And I'm like, damn. So they have removed it, and there are now no conditions. So I want the husbands to know that you can be under the law in Jamaica considered to be raping your wife. Even if you are living in the same house, sleeping in the same bed, you could be considered to be raping your wife or committing rape. And she can have you criminally prosecuted because of these laws as they have changed now. Right.
Yeah, I see Audrey in the comments saying the Bible said the body belonged to not just she but her husband. Again,
right.
If you're already in a certain context, not doing what you're supposed to be doing as the husband, if you're already destroying the marriage itself and destroying the fabric of it spiritually and so on, then how can you defend yourself spiritually?
This not gonna make enough man get married, because some of them are flexing under the concept that two becomes one, and like somebody just said, this is mine, right? This is mine.
But first of all, if this is our thinking, if in the beginning there's this problem or somewhere along the lines of, and this doesn't, you don't have this issue 20 years into a marriage. I just used to like in the first 3-5 years. Some people have been in the first year. This is not in a 30-year long marriage. This is early in the marriage. This stuff happened.
Right.
If this is happening now, what didn't you see before that could cause this to happen? What kind of issue is happening already that was happening before that now is continuing, that is escalating to the point where you don't want to have sex?
To the point where your wife don't want to give herself to you anymore.
Right. There's something else going on.
Right.
I don't know if is any problem. So there's something happening. And people fail. This is why so many marriages break up. People fail to see the red flags before.
Saying
the big red flag at all time, I'm gonna say the biggest flag.
True.
So it is up to people in their marriage to realize the issues before you even say, "Oh, I'm gonna take it." No. Why does she want to say no? Why is she saying no? When you do what she do.
So. True. I agree with you. Thank you for your input.
All right.
Thank you for your input. All right. Now close out now. Big up yourself here.
All
right. So let's close out like this because we have 4 minutes left. Listen, the penalty. Let me update you now. The penalty for the offense of marital rape is now imprisonment for life. So you take little tuntun from your wife and gone out prison for life. Hey man, if she wants to switch you out enough for a new husband, she will give someone call rape, and then when you go to prison for life, she take on a new man and him come living at your house. And no, it's a different story. But anyhow, I'm just saying how this could backfire, right? So the penalty for the offense of marital rape is imprisonment for life. The minimum sentence that a person can receive, for this offense is imprisonment for 15 years. The minimum. Attempting to rape is a criminal offense. Just your attempt alone, the penalty of imprisonment for that will be 7 years. So me just did a pull upon the drawers and me a fight tweet like a bit and thing and me never get none. I'm still gone to prison for 7. We take serious thing, make joke. Listen, rape is no joke thing. And we're not speaking about it in the context of children being violated by adults or anything like that. We know some people like to take what we say and twist it and then, I don't find the humor in that. That's not so funny. We're talking about 2 grown people. We're talking about in a relationship. We're talking about people that have been having consensual sex. Kids together, house together, live together, sleep, wake up, everything like that, right? All right. There is some humor in that where I look at it like, me spend like a couple hours at 5 feet and then me end up I get 7 years, but I'm still never get none. End of the day, I do believe though that a woman is a woman, is hers, her thing. If she controls it, if she want to give, she give. If she don't want to give, she don't give. Like somebody said earlier, if you know a play fight now, that's a different story. If you play hold on and take, it's a different story. Spice up something a little bit. Me as a man like this, right? Personally, if it's not giving me, I want it. Me don't know rapist, so I can't jump on nobody and instantly gain one of them stiffy there and just go to work. And that's how my thing work. I'm one of those people that I have to be stimulated here in order for anything else to happen. So I wouldn't. Now, if in the event of I'm trying to get it and wife are going like she don't want to get, me stay there and wrestle for it till me get it, right? And now if I'm wrestling for it until I get it, she usually gives in. And it's not a violent wrestle. Matter of fact, the wrestle feel like she go give in anyway, you just have to wrestle long enough. And then when you wrestle long enough, you get it anyway. And then she joins in as well. And the same person who did a go on like she never want to give me none. And the same person where I bite up my tongue and scratch up my neck and all these kind of things. So then we're on track again, right? That kind of way. But if it's a relationship where you are physically abusing your wife, beat her, all these things, she attract. Because some woman do this, Lord God, I've been married, and God, I don't know why you're taking me through this, but I'm not giving up on my marriage. Hallelujah. I took my vows, and I hope you'll rescue me through this, God. No, she's not one of the wife, them we're going to chop you up in there and run well left you. She's one of the wife that's going to take the abuse and pray that God change you. In these scenarios and situations where you are abusive to her, and it doesn't have to be physical, it could also be verbal. So if you're verbally, physically abusive to your wife and she's completely turned off by you and she said she not feeling like that and she want to go sleep in her next room but she not pack and leave, if you force yourself on her, that's rape. And it doesn't have to be no big fight behind it. She don't have to fight you, scratch you up, or nothing like she had draw evidence to go show a CID or nothing. If she kept saying no the whole way, it's rape. Yeah. That's what that is. So with that said, it's Friday. It's the weekend. Surround yourself with people you love and people that love you. Surround yourself with people who uplift your vibrations. Uplift your vibration. Go outside and get some sun. The year is almost over. We're in September, right? Some places won't be seeing sunshine for another couple of months after this. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Remember, karma is real. And it takes nothing to be nice, right? God go with you. Walk good. And I'll see you soon. This weekend, we're doing a live, so stay tuned. And it's going to be a free-for-all live and an open live. I'm thinking of doing two. One free-for-all, one and open, and another one just for members only. So we'll see. We'll hash it out, but stay tuned. We'll be around. All right? God go with you. Be good. I'm out. Peace.